Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Welcome. It's been a while. JTOG 33, maybe it was meant to be 37 or 8 or 9 or something. But we're here.
Who
Fuck
knows?
years, indeed.
You know.
Yeah, who knows? Who cares? We're here now.
Yes.
I'm not going to run through the chat
So
because Ivan tells me every time when we get huge, I won't be able to. So I'm getting ready for.
they are going to be disappointed when you cannot keep up.
Yeah,
So
correct.
I think
Exactly.
we should stop now.
We should stop now?
I think.
Stop while we're behind?
No, we should stop calling the names of everyone in the.
Okay, yeah. Well, hello,
By the way,
everyone.
I learned last week that calling at means stopping at station in British English,
Okay.
which got me confused because I thought that they were like calling people to get in on the train or something like that. Like it was weird.
How long were you there
It means
for?
different. A week.
1 week.
I spent and my original plan was to drive through the UK with a rental car, but I'm happy that I didn't do it because while there were people there that were taking me from places to places sometimes, and when I was in the seat, in the passenger seat that is my regular driving seat, I was trying to think, okay, here I should go left, not right. Here I should look left, not right. It was like that all the time.
Which is exactly why I'm incredibly grateful that Patrick drove me around America for Murph.
Yeah. That I could have done for you.
Oh, of course, because you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Wrong side?
Yes.
Don't get me
Wrong
started.
side. No. I'll talk to you in metric. Oh, no, imperial.
Imperial.
The other one. Yeah, that one.
The other one.
Well, yes, it has been a while. Yes, Jeff, getting huge, probably not a very good comment to make. Condolences, Jeff. Jeff's wife, Peggy, passed last week. So,
Sorry.
Incredibly sorry to hear that, mate, and wish you all the best. But yes, it's an unfortunate situation.
I want to ask the people on the chat because it happened to me a few times when I was in Maker Central. Did anyone come by to our stand or something? Did anyone?
Oh, did any of the?
Yeah, I did. If any of you in the chat were at Maker Central last
well,
week?
Scalda might have been. I'm trying to think of all the POMs that are here. Scalda, are you in the chat? I thought I saw you.
Because if they didn't tell me who they were, I will be really pissed at them. So.
Of course. Oh,
because
he wasn't.
Was weird
Oh,
because
Teresa wasn't. Go on.
I know you weren't. No, but the thing is that many people came and said hello to me and Tom, and people always come as if they knew us like from forever, like, which seems to be the case. But as we didn't knew who they were and nobody introduced to us, like they only said hello, nice to meet you. I don't know if I knew them from the YouTube comments, from here, from the podcast, or from where did I knew them. So
yeah.
It was really
well. Yeah. That's a very interesting thing because one of the things that I noticed because of the number of people you actually know, virtually know.
Yeah.
I see. Congratulations is in order.
Thank you.
100,000 YouTube subs.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. With your help.
Oh yes, one sub. Otherwise, you'd be 99999 or something. Oh, that's not the one I want. Let's go back to let's go back to that one. I want this one. I was on the wrong one. That's the one I want.
Yes. Yes.
So congrats. So that's
Thank you.
you were like 92 or 98 or something before you left,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
got
This,
12 in very short time.
it has been like a couple of the couple of last weeks having a couple of weeks of really weird feelings because being at Maker Central and people coming saying hello and like being really stoked to meet me, it's really weird. And I can understand because there were other really big YouTubers there that I was lucky enough to meet. It is really weird, but watching that number there, 100,000 people.
Let me
Because
recap.
when it was,
There we go.
but when it was like 90 something, like I've been going and going and going for the last 2.5 years, a little bit more. But you see the number go little by little and say, wow, the first 1,000, the first 10,000, 80, 90. But when you switch to 100,000 students, look at the number. That's huge. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Yeah.
That's a lot. I cannot invite them to dinner even if I try. Like there is no way.
Yep.
I don't think there is a venue that can fit that many people.
So this is what's going to happen now. You'll get the exponential curve.
Like
Yeah, no, big, logarithmic, up. Yes, you'll get more and more and more.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure, but I try. Teresa says that she has 76 subs now. Well, wait for JAYTEE's theory, the exponential theory.
Yes.
How you will go.
Correct. Teresa, when you hit 100,000, they'll accelerate much faster after that.
It only takes, I don't know how many, 160 videos or something like that. 10 million views.
Oh, is that all? Nice.
Yeah.
Is that all? Yeah. Oh, dear. G'day, Bart. How are you? I'm not saying hi to everybody, but don't be offended if I haven't said hello to you.
Yeah, you can say hi everybody.
Hi, everybody. Like you
cannot say hi everyone because I have it registered.
Correct, exactly.
Hi everyone is mine.
Yes.
YouTube will throw this video away if any.
And go make something.
Yeah, go.
Isn't that what you say?
Oh yeah, no. And now please go and make something.
Now please go and make something. Yep.
I was when I was at Maker Central with Tom and James, I was all the time like messing with them, shouting "Hi everyone" in the back.
Oh, okay.
And some people that were coming by looked back. Oh, hey, I'm Miranda because I was shouting "Hi everyone" everywhere.
Yeah.
People recognized me shouting it. It was really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I got to meet really nice people there. Like some people came with swag for me.
Oh, good.
They did print a red hammer. Printed a red hammer for me.
Was it actually a hammer or a screwdriver?
No, it was actually a
hammer. Okay.
If can you wait there?
Of course.
Like, sing something.
Yeah.
Something.
Sing. Sing. No, I can't sing. I'm not going to wreck it for everybody. How is everyone in the chat anyway? So who's got the current count of viewers?
I have my swag.
Hang on, I'll put you on to Ivan View.
22A, which I don't know what this means, but it seems to me something. It means
22A. Anyone in the chat know what 22A is?
This is swag from Nick Sameti, the organizer of the event.
Oh, that one would work also for Sweden, mate, because you could have Keep Calm and Stroop waffle on. Not just waffle on, Stroop waffle on.
Okay, this from Malton Make. There was a guy there that was making this in the after party. There is a guy that brews its own beer.
Yep.
And this year he managed to get the yeast from the grandfather of one guy that was there previous year, and he brought 50 liters of his own yeast beer and another 50 liters from this guy's yeast beer, and he was giving the beer in the hotel restaurant.
Yeah.
Like moonshine beer in a very expensive hotel bar.
Okay.
Really,
Good.
really nice.
Craft beer.
Why not? This guy that I met that this guy he had an internal joke with how is he called? This guy that does things with pallet wood.
With pallet wood?
Who made a giant screwdriver.
Paul Jackson. Jackman. Paul Jackman. Yeah.
Yeah, he had an internal joke with Paul Jackman about a merman, not a mermaid, but a merman.
Merman, yes.
And he made a box with, I did tweet about this video a couple of days ago. A box with a merman inside, 3D printed with a very expensive SLS printer, with a fake glass in the front that simulated water with bubbles.
Yes.
Like huge build for an internal joke.
Yeah.
Like, so please, Joe Makes, go and follow, subscribe to Joe, please.
Joe Makes, okay.
He's going to get these ones. Boards 3D. Everyone is a maker. Flying hinges. Can you see this?
Yes. Flying hinges. Okay.
I cannot put faces to everything.
Yep.
Vectric, they do CNC software. I guess that this is fun art for Bobby Duke.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's Bobby Duke. I also met him, and he recognized me, which was the most weird thing ever. You do those red stuff in the internet.
Oh, yeah, good.
This is the hammer. Look
Excellent.
At it. So this is just a maker coin from someone that says only Maker Central, 3D printed. And this is from the same guy that
That's
makes beer.
the molten make, yep.
But this one is magnetic.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It has a magnet in the back, so it's a fridge magnet with the beer cup.
With his logo, yeah.
Yes. This one is really advanced. It is. You can see the duck moving inside.
Yeah.
It's a duck which I'm not sure. I'm not sure where from, but this is laser etched acrylic in the front and white acrylic in the back, and in the middle sandwich is the duck that moves.
Yes.
Really advanced swag. And I don't know if I have. And another maker coin that says zero fakirs.
It says fakirs, yes, okay. Indeed. Zero fakirs were given, yes.
Zero fakirs given, yes. And the guy or the gal, I don't know, gave it to me. Okay. So there is that. I have a backload more somewhere else, but I don't remember. Those will go in my sticker wall. And I have stickers that I forgot to bring to Maker Central.
Oh, good.
Somewhere. I don't know if I have some in here, no? Sure. This is a disaster. This is a counterfeit. It seems that it is a not legal 10-pound note.
Okay.
It's because it is very old and it's not illegal anymore.
Oh,
so
okay.
they didn't take it. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I will stop.
No, that's okay. It was perfectly fine. The little rubber ducky, or not rubber ducky, but the little ducky in the acrylic sandwich reminds me of the Robbie Mack maker coin. Robbie's in the chat. He made an artist palette. The one an artist hold, the wooden shape of a palette.
Oh yeah.
But on the back is a maze with a little stainless steel ball. So, I'll bring it out for next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's in that bag right behind me, but digging it out would be traumatic. There's so much stuff in there.
The same happened to me. people kept bringing stuff and like shopping stickers, and my swag machine was really successful.
Oh, good.
Everybody pressed the button and got free swag. So yeah.
Were you clever enough to log how many of each was done?
The thing is that when I had like 3 days to go, and I think I told you about this, no, 4 days, it's one of my printers started failing, and I had to bring some, like the boat with me, which was 3D printed and wasn't printed yet. So I started having less and less time, and I kept saying, I will do tomorrow the coding of the printer. Okay, I will do it. I will do some on the plane and some on the hotel. The next day, I will do it tomorrow morning before breakfast. No, after breakfast, just before it opens. I will do it on the. I never had that. Like I just had time to make 3 images, one for each of us, and that was it. I didn't have time to do anything else.
So did you flip the images? So did it go out and
Yes.
like this, and
Yes.
you flipped the image? Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes,
Good.
yes, I did flip the images.
Excellent. That's
So yeah,
that's acceptable then.
yeah. Next time I will do it better. I will put like a lever like this.
Now, hang
Big
on,
of
hang
lever.
on, hang on. There, go. Show me how big.
This big of a lever and pull the lever and get free swag, because people need something more brutal than pressing a button.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe a hammer that does it bounces the thing that goes to the top and
Yes,
rings the bell.
yes.
Whatever you call that.
Yes, I need to find a 1,000 kilogram load cell and wire it. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Jeff's saying that remote control wheelbarrows really needs to be a thing. So I watched your video, but I didn't watch the other two.
Tom didn't make a video, and
okay.
James's video is pretty similar to mine, apart from the fact that there is a more detailed build of his barrel.
Yeah,
because his barrel
I
was
watched the start.
extremely more advanced than ours. Like
Yeah.
James did organize the thing, and he did put much more effort than us onto it. But the thing is that I already let them know, like I cannot bring a wheelbarrow with me from Spain because I'm going to go on the plane.
Yeah.
So what I did was did research on Amazon UK, found all the things that could work on an RC wheelbarrow, bought them, sent them to where I was going to stay in the UK, and then did the assembly there. So like I did finish my barrow the night before we were going to do the test.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Did you already have the 3D printed parts for the casters?
Yeah, I did see in the Amazon UK page when I did order the casters, they had the plate size, length and width,
Yes.
and the distance between hole centers.
Yep.
And with that, and my imagination about which shape was the wheelbarrow leg going to be, I did the 3D design of the. That was one of the things that I needed to print before I left. So I spent like the Monday that we didn't have a podcast.
Yep.
At 12 at night, I was here. Yeah.
Still. Okay.
Couldn't leave. Yeah, still because I had to go. I had to wake up to catch the plane at 5:30 the next morning. So it was really. Yeah, one thing on top of the other.
Yeah.
The entire
So everybody, the reason that we didn't have JTOG 2 weeks ago was that Ivan had planned to do it. He told everyone, yes, yeah, everything's fine, no problem. And then reality struck, and he was still there at midnight instead of 2:30. Well, what's it now? Coming up to 3 o'clock now, 10 to 3 your time. So
I should have packed everything before the podcast, because everything should have finished printing on Saturday. Like Monday morning, I was going to not go to work. I did at last have to strike a deal with my boss, but I didn't go to work, and everything should have been packed in the morning. So in the afternoon, I was going to be like nothing to do, but that never happens.
Mm. So tell me the actual 3D printed pieces. Did you know the diameter of the wheelbarrow frame to screw, or did you just do like a V slot? Because I couldn't see from the video how you actually put the casters on.
What I did was watch the images on Amazon
Yep.
and saw how the frame tubing was, and found something on the shop that looked like something similar. Like then measure the width of that and said, right, if it is bigger, it's just going to, like, even if it is smaller, I did leave a gap big enough between halves that is what it was going to get like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
compressed. Because it was not going to be 10 millimeters because it was not going to be strong enough. So I, how would you say doing it by eye?
Yes, by eye. Yeah, do it by eye. Yeah.
More or less by eye, yes.
No,
And the electronics of the leaf blowers were I did them here in the shop, and I
okay.
brought it with me, pre done, not wired, because I didn't have the leaf blowers.
Okay.
And I can tell you, I can give you a world exclusive at a world exclusive look at what happened with the leaf blowers after I did a barrel video. I don't know if this is going to hit YouTube, but
Down a bit. Yep, there. All right. So that's a unicorn, a floaty
yeah,
unicorn for a pool, and you've strapped the leaf blowers and electronics to it.
exactly.
Uh-huh. Lovely.
That that crossed my mind the day before when we were doing the race, and I said, if I order something on Amazon UK that arrives tomorrow, I will do it. And I did it, and it arrived, and I did.
Isn't
So
isn't isn't shit arriving from Amazon the next day just an incredible thing?
there is places where it arrives the same day.
Yeah.
It's future.
Do you have anything like that in Spain?
Next, the same day delivery, I think there is in big cities like Madrid and Barcelona, but I'm not.
From what? Amazon?
Yeah,
Ah, bloody hell.
yeah. In the US, they have same day delivery in like 100 cities,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
it's just insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing a project that I need like parts really quick, I pay insane amounts of money to get it delivered next day because I cannot wait. But the same thing like costs like $1 if you order it from China, or $10 if you order it for next day delivery.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is a no-brainer. But when you're on Banggood or whatever, and you're trawling through all
Yeah.
their M3 screws and nuts and washers and M4 and M5 and M6, and you just keep going and going and going, you go, yeah, I don't need to pay $20 or $30 delivery now that I've already racked up $30 or $40 in nuts and bolts,
Yeah.
because you typically don't need them that urgently.
No. No.
And
Yeah, but
if you needed something, you'd tap it anyway, or thread it. If you were that
oh yeah.
desperate, you'd make your
Yeah,
own.
yeah, yeah. If I'm that desperate, I will hold an M12 rod and turn it into an M3 bolt.
Exactly. I bet you would too.
Yeah. And I don't have a lathe, but I will make I will make one.
But can you is dye the right word? What's the actual process of making the thread on a bare metal? So I understand tap and dye, but do you because you call the whole tapping? Do you call it dyeing?
Yes.
What, you're dying?
Yes, it's called that.
I know it's called a dye, but I want to know what the process is called. Threading. Ryan's right. Yeah, yeah. I know what it is.
I guess he's threading.
Yeah, threading. Yeah, Ryan's saying, or Mr. Bartram is saying threading.
You know what is this called? This is called in Spain because the name really
No idea.
mind boggles me. This is called terraja.
Terraja.
Terraja, which is a pretty weird name for a tool.
Okay. And what does it have a translation?
Die.
Oh, it does. Okay. Does it mean death? Die?
If this is a die,
Yeah.
this is terraja.
Okay.
If it means to die, then it is morir. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, tapping or
Yeah, but Tapping is when you do the inside
Correct,
threading.
and the chat's saying tapping, tapping, and I'm going, no, no, no. The actual making of the thread part, so the threading makes sense. So my point is that if you've got a 12 mil rod and you tap it, you thread it to M10, can you then tap it again, thread it again to M8?
No, 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 no. You need to start in a precise thread because the pitch is not the same.
Okay, all right.
So you are crossing threads and you will make a mess.
Yep.
You need first to reduce as it should be done if you have a lathe. You have to get the stock, rough it to the maximum diameter of the thread.
Yep.
Plus, I think there has to be some safe amount of space that you have to leave. And then die it to the exact thread. But if you have a lathe and the lathe can make threads, then the threads are not made with a die. You have a mechanism in the lathe that can move an amount of distance per turn precisely precisely to the thread, pitch thread that you are trying to do.
Yep.
And that's what those serrated, because my dad used to have one in his toolbox and I never knew what it was until like a couple of years ago. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, but made of like small combs, serrated edges blades.
And they're the thread pitch.
They are the thread pitch because if you are using a lathe to machine something, the first thing that you do is make a very thin line on the stock, and then put the comb on it, like the comb matches the threads.
Yeah.
And then you know.
And then that scratches the line off. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can see, you can try to do an M3 pitch thread in an M12 diameter piece of stock and ruin the part. So.
Yeah, of course. Walter's saying that you can put threads in air, and he's saying that I could rethread it. He apparently he thinks we're highly skilled. I don't know why.
What?
But, well, I think he's joking, but that's okay. Hello, Walter. He is joking. He's mucking around.
Ah, okay.
Lathe threads are cutting or turned. Lovely.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's lovely to hear. Since I've watched you many times.
And now this is a machining podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I did a lathe. Let me.
What do we got here? Yep. Everyone's having fun at our expense, but that's okay.
I've seen threads being cut on a lathe in the outside, but interior threads I've only seen them made with a tap.
A tap, yeah. I can't imagine.
But I'm pretty sure that can be made inside and outside because it's just a matter of the pitch and the shape of the blade. But yes.
Yep, that makes sense. Fair enough.
Threading a needle, threading a noodle. Threading a noodle.
Yeah, well,
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. It's 11 o'clock at night and I'm hungry. But I'm always hungry. That's okay though. That's okay. If I visit Spain, there'll always be yummy food. Do they literally have street stalls like paella and stuff like that regularly?
A street
stall, market. Do they have? No. So we see on TV that they make this giant communal paella. Food trucks. But so we so the TV people are fooling us.
Oh yes.
Oh, I believe everything.
The thing is, if you like, paella is not something that is Spanish per se.
Okay.
It's something from the region of Valencia in the East Coast, not the entire East Coast, just the region of the East Coast. But I ate paella like 2 days ago. Like we make paella, but the way that they make paella is like you won't probably eat the best pasta in Italy, and you will not probably eat the best paella in Valencia.
Ah, okay.
But Valencia people and Italian people think that they make the best paella and the best pasta in the world.
Of course.
So, because if you go to Italy and eat pizza, you will see that it's not the pizza that you are used to eat, because the pasta, the paella, or the pizza that you eat in other places is more adapted to the tastes of other regions of the world.
Correct. Yeah, we're very westernized.
But if you go to Valencia or anywhere else in Spain, and you want to eat paella, you will go to a restaurant.
Okay.
And there are family meals like in everywhere else, but they are not in the street.
Okay.
Nobody eats in the street in Spain. Like putting tables and chairs and doing a meal in the street, that happens maybe once a year, where it's like the city or the town celebration.
Mm-hmm.
There are communal meals, but they are usually making a building or something like that, not in the street.
Okay. All right. No, fair enough.
But I see that in TV too here.
Yeah. Okay.
When they want to like make an advertisement about soap, like this washing soap.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
They make like they show like 300 people eating in the street, and then someone doing the dishes of the 300 people with a bottle.
And they use a thimble, one thimble of dishwashing liquid. Yeah.
But the thing is, if you do that in here, you will use plastic dishes.
Yeah, throw it away.
And there is yeah.
Well, I cooked a roast lamb last night, right, in the oven, all right, but we use aluminium trays, disposable, like you'd put in the barbecue. We do the same in the oven.
Oh.
Why wash the dishes? Throw the one for the vegetables, one for the meat, and throw it away afterwards to share the juices between them, and away you go.
Yeah, I saw that a few days ago that the company that I was trying to sell a laundry machine where you throw your clothes in.
Yep.
It washes them, dry them, and fold them for you.
Oh yeah.
And they went bankrupt.
Already.
And I don't. Yeah, but the thing is that I think I would have thrown money myself just for development. So I really want that to exist.
But it was only $17,000. I think something like that.
Now, but in the future.
Only. I don't care.
But in Spain, you cannot sell a house that doesn't have a washing machine.
Okay.
My hope is that in the future, you cannot sell a house that doesn't have a hole in the wall where you can throw your stuff in there and get it clean and fold it in the other.
So you live next door to a Chinese laundry, and the hole goes next door, and they do it for you, and they it comes back automatic, less than the appliance.
I like that.
Yep, and you can have it now, and it doesn't need to be Chinese. Anybody that's going to have a go at me, I wasn't being racist. That's the term, Chinese laundry.
The other day I was talking to my wife, trying to, and I said something like. Something about some nation, like something like that, Chinese.
Yeah.
And I was running my head about how many things how many phrases and things like that I use that are extremely racist and intentionally racist, because like there is nothing like I have nothing against Chinese people, but I kept going like races and countries, and oh my God, it's so embedded in the language.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to try and overcome it. In the most part.
But I think with the time we will all stop saying them, because there is going to be we are going to reach a moment where you are going to be sit in a table with people, maybe not, of course not our generation, but maybe 50 generations ahead in the future, people that is sitting on the table, like you will not be able to say it is black, Asian, Chinese. You will not know, because we are all going to be mixed.
It'll all be the same. Yeah, I understand.
Because we the white people of the world, are flawed.
So judging by our camera colours, I'm white and you're white, slightly different white. Now, yes, my lighting is somewhat different, but I notice you're in your tent again. Why are you in your tent again?
Oh, because outside it's a war zone.
Ah, okay.
I'm doing some workshop improvement, and I bought some shelves and I have an improvised storage space like in this area here.
Mm-hmm.
And I did took all out, and now you cannot even walk outside.
Oh, okay.
It's a complete disaster.
Okay. Good,
So
good. It,
had
it,
to do.
it, it gets
And it's
worse.
not that hot. Sorry?
No, I was going to say it gets worse to get better. The
Yes,
mess.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the last 4 days, it has been raining here so much that it seemed like January again. Like it was. This morning I went for a run, and it was one of those. Here in the street, in some places, are thermometers.
Yes.
There is like a big sign in a post that has a thermometer in the lower part, and then there is like a sign that announces a movie or something.
Yeah.
And it was the announcement of the new Galaxy S10, the sign, which is waterproof.
Yes.
And so much water poured, like the water filtered inside the sign, and all the sign was like the poster was like swamped in the lower part of the sign. Like it was like because of so much water poured that it filtered. It was really funny. The new Galaxy S10 waterproof, and the sign completely smushed in the bottom part of it. I do a lot of hand tools.
No, that's fine. I was saying goodbye to
I could do a
Walter,
goal.
but now that you've stopped, I'll
Bye.
say goodbye to Walter.
Bye, Walter.
Yep.
Yay.
Done.
Yes.
Okay, so behind me, you've always seen, a Mac there, right?
Yes.
And you've
Yes.
seen mess over here, which is consistent.
Yes.
It's the same view every week. I bought a blind from IKEA, okay? A black window blind that you pull down, right? So I'm gonna screw it to the ceiling, the plaster. I'll put a wooden batten across the top, and then I'll screw it to the wood. So the wood will have lots of fixings to the plaster rather than just one or two points. What colour should I get behind me as a blind? Because it'll be a pull down.
Fuchsia.
So pull down, pull up. What colour?
Fuchsia.
Pardon? Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. Yes.
Fuchsia. You said
Fuchsia?
yeah,
Fuchsia?
fuchsia.
I think I've never heard it said in English.
Yeah. So for fuchsia or whatever you said, I determined what you said. Like I tweeted the other day. Sometimes I help Ivan with his pronunciation of English, and this is exactly because you don't hear the word sometimes. Yes, green screen is exactly what I was thinking. IKEA don't sell green screens, unfortunately, but I bought a dark grey, right? But it also keeps out sunlight because directly behind me, that white bit there, that's actually a window. It's got a white blind covering it at the moment. So I need something occasionally just to remove some glare off my screen as well if the windows are open. What have you done to your colour? What happened then? What were you doing?
I was trying to like modify my brightness.
Okay, yeah. Yes,
Sorry.
yes. eBay does green screens. Lots of green screens. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Brian Vines. Yeah, green screens. Get white and dye it green. Auto green screen. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yes. He's whitening himself. Obviously. He's
Fuchsia. Fuchsia?
fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. Yeah. Like
Fuchsia.
like future, but fuchsia.
Yeah. Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. Does anybody disagree with my pronunciation of fuchsia? You've got 10
So
seconds.
the thing is, if I'm going to learn the correct way of
Yeah.
Aussie pronunciation of stuff,
Yeah.
I might be. It might not be very useful. To me.
There you go. We have the affirmative. No one is Ivan Lynn's Australian exactly. But yeah.
I can imagine someone stopping me and like talking in English and saying to me like, have you been to Australia for long? Like because you have a very good Australian accent.
You say yes, mate.
Yeah.
Have you seen my fuchsia?
Yes,
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
mate.
awesome.
Yeah, mate. I got a ute.
Yeah, I've got a ute. I've got a fuchsia ute.
You.
Yeah. Here, hold on.
Full of kangaroos.
Hold on for a sec. You're on the main camera. I'm gonna find a fuchsia ute.
A future ute full of kangaroos, please. Can it be? And like,
Because it won't.
yeah,
It literally will not be hard to find. There we go.
I will try to do something. Let me see if you can guess what it is. What I'm trying to do. Let me find a prop. I need something. Maybe this can. What is this?
I'm not watching. I've got more important things to do. I'm
No,
finding.
no, no, no. This is for the people in the audience.
Oh, okay.
What is this? I need some European to or some Australian to recognize this and tell me what it is. No, 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 no. No, hand puppet, yes, yeah, but what is this? What is this? No, no, no. Come on, people. There is nothing else there. What is it? If not, I'm pretty sure that JT will get it.
Almost there. I've found one. It's not hot pink.
Oh, what?
But there you go.
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum. Yes, that is chewing gum. That's bubble gum pink.
Brit Hawks 3DP got their correct answer. Eurovision, the Australian singer.
Oh, Kate Miller-Heidke.
You didn't see. I was doing this.
Oh, where she was on the stick. Yeah, okay.
Singer on a stick.
Singer on a stick.
Everything
Yes.
is better. Everything is better on a stick.
Yes, hot dogs, corn dogs, whatever you call them.
There is this half truth, half myth about Spanish people making inventions just by putting things on stick, like the lollipop.
Yeah.
Seems to be, or they say that it is a Spanish invention, where some Spanish guy did put a candy on a stick, or the mop, or lots of different stuff.
The only thing the thing I'm pleased about most about lollipops is when they transitioned from paper sticks to plastic sticks.
No, the other way around.
No, I liked it I like it now that it's plastic.
Yeah.
Transition from the paper ones were just terrible.
For me. But the transition was the other way around. They were first plastic and then paper.
No.
I think.
No, paper sticks existed before bloody plastic sticks, surely. Well, I remember having paper sticks like 40 years ago.
Yeah, but
sorry, when I wasn't born yet. Yes. Does anybody else remember paper sticks on lollipops, where you spin it in your mouth and it's the paper gets?
I insist. In here, it was first plastic, and then they were all eco-friendly and switched to paper sticks.
Really? You guys are nutters. Yeah, Teresa's got it. Yeah, nasty or nasty.
In the UK, I've had the opportunity to get a taste, literally, of paper straws.
Paper straws is okay. Is less hideous.
No, it's the same mess.
No. Because the stick on the lollipop would go furry because you're spinning it in your mouth, and the edge of the stick is starting to fracture and fibre and. Yeah, see, Jeff's saying nasty stuff if you finish the lollipop.
You need a sign, like JT against paper stick lollipops.
Yeah, correct. Brian's right. Nasty. That goes with my vase. What was the word I was actually saying the other day? I can't remember. I did a little video on how to pronounce it. Oh, data. It was data.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So database.
I think I would use data.
Yeah.
I think I voted data.
Yep.
But I'm doing something with your polls. What I'm always trying, instead of giving my reply or my answer,
your actual answer.
What I try to guess, I try to guess the most probable answer, like the winner one.
The winner one. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm pretty good at that.
Okay.
I need to keep a score, like showing a graph, like how many times do I get it right?
Yeah.
First position, second position. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I really like the polls. Yeah.
Yeah. More importantly, as Ewan says, the real question is, which fakir says Vors. Vors is, I think, quite English, but you got to be a snobby pom. Um, Brit Hawks or Scalda might be able to chime in there and give us an idea. But anyway, there's some randomness.
There
Lollipop
is there is
sticks.
this there is this funny thing that happened to me in the UK. I was with people there that I know, and the people that I know started like the third day there. They started forgetting that I was from Spain, and they started speaking at their normal speed with their normal slang everywhere.
Yep.
And I started to miss words here and there. And then we go to a restaurant, and the waitress came and asked something like, "Is everything okay for you? Is everything?" But they say like so fast that I couldn't hear a word. So I kept like, "What?" So it was really fun. Like I thought that I knew how to speak English and I could understand it, but it's not doesn't seem the case. No.
You do a superb job. You do a wonderful job. It's just, but the reality is that some of us do speak faster. You know, I can't understand some of the UK shows.
Okay. But one good thing that happened to me is like somewhere along the way I stopped getting nervous or worried because I had to speak English first in person.
Yep.
And then by phone, by video call or whatever. Like now I don't care. And I kept saying again, please, if I didn't get it, but it's really nice. Really confident enough.
Yeah, it's good. Robbie Mack, every 3D printing discussion turns to food. Well, given that Dasmia is in the chat, I can confirm, because every time we have a thread that blows up, it's Dasmia and food. This is on Twitter I'm talking about.
I got a source of Hella Gewürzten sauce. Is there any Germans in the room?
Yeah, das Meer. Meer
oh,
is
yeah,
German.
Yeah. Hella Gewürzten sauce or something like that. I don't speak any German.
Don't know, but Mia's chimed in with all the food icons.
Let's see if Das-Mia knows what I'm talking about. The brand is Hela, Hela, and it is Gewürztmeat.
And what is the sauce for?
For sausages.
Ah, okay.
But it's a very specific sauce for a very specific recipe of sausages.
Guzner's typed it.
Yes.
Ketchup. There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
It's a sauce to make currywurst sausages.
Ah.
To make currywurst.
Okay.
Which is something that I love. I tried once from a street vendor in Berlin, and I never forgot about it. And whenever I have the opportunity, and I found that Amazon imports that sauce from Germany.
Ah.
And they like almost a kilogram bottle for 10 euros to Spain.
Gee, that's all right. That's not bad.
It's like this big. It's huge.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm ignoring you, Teresa.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Well, very nice.
Yes. Did you see the boat?
Of course.
My boat. It goes really fast.
It does go really fast. And the drone footage was very good.
Yeah, that was. I did record the video Tuesday afternoon in Northampton, and Wednesday afternoon Tom came by, or it was Wednesday and Thursday. No, Wednesday. But the thing is that I told them and James, do you want to come to the lake and test the boat? And they say fine. And Tom said, I can record a few shots with my drone if you like it. Right? That would be awesome. And he has one of those Maverick Air small drones.
With the fold out wings.
Yeah, but it has the same tracking system as this one in here.
Oh yeah. It follows the person or the object.
Yeah, but the thing is not in here. The algorithm is in the phone.
Yep.
And it is executed in the phone, but the one that Tom has is in the drone. So you just says follow the object.
Yep.
And it does that.
Yeah.
It's really nice in the air. Yes. So it was really nice.
You and it talks about liking sausage. You don't have to do the translation, but it's vaguely along those lines.
Yes.
Yes. Anywho, so the gimbal camera you've got, what's that? The gimbal, the handheld one.
It's a DJI Osmo.
It is an Osmo. 2. Okay, all right. But it's not the one with its own camera because you said it uses the phone. What's the one with the tiny little camera on it? That's Osmo as well, no?
Yes, but that's because Osmo had the DJI Osmo 1, the DJI Osmo 2.
Ah, okay.
And this one is the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, but there is a DJI Osmo Mobile 1. This one is only $126.
Yep.
Which is really cheap for something like of that quality. But the small one.
Thank you, 3D print creator, or Ryan. It's either the mini or the pocket. It'll be one or the other.
The pocket.
Pocket. Okay.
Yes. And I did pre-order the Osmo Mobile 2 because it was so amazing for me. Like because when I went to, I don't use it enough. I should use it more. When I did the paddle boat video in Germany, in Freiburg, I was alone, and I needed to record like a few passes of the boat, and so I used that one tracking the boat, and I was doing the controlling of the boat, and it really seems that someone is with you doing the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was really good.
Oh, and I got a new phone now. So I think I will be able to use it more to do some recordings because I think this one is going to have better audio inputs. And it has a better camera. I think you've noticed the slow-mo shots of my last videos.
Yes. Was that 240 or 120?
I have no idea.
It was slow-mo.
But it was slow-mo.
You went to slow-mo. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but it has two modes. One that is super slow-mo,
okay.
where it compresses 0.4 of a second into 14 seconds. So I think we could
probably work that out, yep.
Yeah. And the other one is regular slow motion. But the ultra slow motion is really slow motion. It's
okay.
Really slow.
Yep.
I really like it.
Good.
Yeah.
So what phone did you get? Yeah, that doesn't tell me. It's like every single phone. It's a rectangle with glass.
Now let me see if this gives you.
Hold on.
There.
It's a self-destruct note. What note is it?
It's the Note 9.
9, okay. Because
the thing is,
one of the notes, you put the stylus the wrong way, and it destroys the phone.
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't have to tell you which phone it was once I did remove the stylus from the bottom, because there is only one phone in the market with a proper stylus, which really, really bothers me. Because there is no other phone with a proper stylus in the market. There is none.
Okay.
I've done the research.
I'm sure you have.
And the thing is that I think there is a market for that. I think lots of people would love to have a phone with a stylus that doesn't need to be a top of the range phone, freakingly expensive as this one is. It was a gift for my birthday. But I think lots of people would want to have one. And I don't know why there are none. No? because the rest of the phone, like it has two cameras in the front, two cameras in the back, rangefinder with 3D scanner in the front,
Ooh.
plus an laser iris camera.
How accurate is it? Does it actually work? The iris scanner?
Oh yes, it works so well that it says don't put it more than 20 centimeters near your face.
Yeah.
Don't use it with kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it can damage your retina.
Oh, good.
So I will not use it, but it seems to be really good.
Please either use our iris scanner or the stylus to poke your eye out. Both will work
Yeah,
sufficiently well.
Yes, but the face scanner is 3D, so like a photograph won't cheat it.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus the two regular cameras, plus like has like can you see lots of things in the front.
Hang on. Yep, there.
I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I can
but
see.
There are a lot of things in there.
Yep.
And in the back, a whole lot more of things.
A lot more of things, yes. And what is the
Yeah,
case?
I don't know what they are.
What is the case you use to protect this thing?
The toughest that I could find, because for the price it has, I didn't want to like if this case claims that if it falls, it will not break from 1 meter to a concrete slab, like it's military grade spec, whatever.
Yep.
But the thing, if you look at it from this side, you can clearly see that if it hits anything,
yeah, it's gonna smash because it's bowed. It's bowed. It's curved.
If it hits anything like this,
yeah, you're stuffed.
It will smash.
Yeah, of course it will.
Great.
So
I have a very expensive case, and I'm really careful with it.
That's why my phone here, whatever, the edges. How am I going to show that? So the edges are raised.
Yes.
That is exactly why mine is raised.
But the thing is, as Samsung sells this phone with the curved sides as a feature.
I know. Oh well. Hey, at least you didn't buy a folding phone.
Oh, that would have been really fun.
We've got 2.25 minutes. If we're leaving on time today for you, you got 2.25 minutes to talk about the folding phone disaster.
Oh, I like that they had a sticker in the front that it's part of the phone, but looks like a protective plastic, and that they included in the second batch of testing units a sign that says, don't remove this plastic because it's part of the phone.
Part of the phone, yeah.
But half of the people had already peeled it off. And have you seen any of the videos where they peel it off?
No. I can't. I can't bring myself to do it. So you're telling me it's pretty difficult to remove?
It's extremely difficult to remove. Like you can see, like people peeling, like and barely managing to do it, and they keep going. Like the first moment that I peel one, like imagine that I try peel one of the corners, and it's a little bit hard to peel. It's a $2,000 phone.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that none of the ones that got it first paid for it. I'm really sure about it. But still, it has to hurt. It's like.
Well, they stopped the release.
Yeah, but because it was an unfinished product.
Yeah.
You can see, like I do product development for a living, and I can tell you that there are many signs that tell you that that's an unfinished product.
Yep.
Like when you see a folding phone that instead of folding with the sides parallel, it folds like that. That's a botch. That's something that someone along the way said we have to meet the release deadline. How many trade-offs are we going to have in this release?
Yeah.
Okay, the sides are not going to be parallel. We will not be able to find a solution because the back of the folding part has a gap in it, and lots of stuff can get like crumbs and everything can get it like 3 days on a pocket, and the next time that you open it, you will find like something really bad enter the back side, and you will have a bump in your screen.
Yeah. Yes, the Galaxy Fold. That was what we're talking about.
So many. And did you see that I fixed it. Did one of their videos where they disassemble the
The
entire
take
thing.
apart. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and Samsung has sent them through the person that lent them the unit to please take down the video.
Uh huh.
Like, yes, they asked politely and they complied. There was no lawyers or anything involved. But the thing that I think they said to convince them was, okay, we are going to pull this one. We are not going to release it. So there is no point on having this on your website as it is never going to be a product.
Yep.
So please, pretty please, take it down and we'll send you one once we have it.
Yep.
I think that's the deal.
Yep. Fair enough.
Because what a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that.
I would have loved to like for them to send because now it happened the same that it happened with the Note 7. They have I will not say tens of millions, but probably hundreds of thousands of units that they will have to dispose of because they will not be able to sell them.
No, correct. Yeah.
There's no way. There is nothing that you can do to fix that design. It's extremely flawed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
So,
You've got to go. We're on time.
yes.
Thank
Yes.
you everybody for joining.
Thank you all.
Yeah, we'll catch you next week, and
See
yeah, we'll see you then. All right. Bye bye. Oh,
Bye.
hang on. Find the proper end screen wherever it is. I don't even know if I've done one for this one. That's all right. We'll do this. All right.